Today we're going to learn the shiur about the halacha about soap, solid soap, a hard soap, if you're allowed to use it on Shabbos and Yom Tov. So the first time we talks about this, it's the tour in the Siman Shin Chof. It says like this: Kosav bring from the Sefer Atrumas. Kosav Bala Trumas. She'osu l'shafshef hayadayim b'melach b'Shabbos. You're not allowed to rub your hands in a salt on Shabbos. If you shun nimoyach, because it's going to be melting in your hand when you rub it. Vaven noilad, and it's what's the problem with that? It's a noilad. So noilad is all poskim bring it's a isur drabonon, anything because it looks like you're doing something new, a new malacha. That's why it is, like I said, the first time that it's brought over here. That's the two bring from Bala Trumas that you're not allowed. But don't talk about the soap yet. We're talking about the salt now. With the salt, you cannot rub your hands in the salt because it's going to get melted and it looks like it's a noilad. Now, in that shin chof. In Shin Chof Ches, the Beis Yosef brings, it's like Kosav Ba'agoyes, Perek Chof Aleph. The En Sochin B'Shumon V'Chelev, he brings already a different scenario. You're not allowed, he says, to rub your hands with fat. Shuman V'Chelev, Shuman, it's a kosher fat, Chelev, it's non-kosher fat. Lefi Shenimche, because it's melting in your hands when you do that, when you rub it. V'Avel Noilad, Be'ein. Yeah. And it's noilad. So memela, it's you're making something new. It was a solid. You're converting it into now something. It's liquid. Memela, that's again. It's isur draban. Looks like you're doing some malacha, doing something new.
Snow would be the same.
Oh, very good, very good. The snow would be the same. Now in Shin Chof Vav, the Ramah in Shin Chof Vav, Halacha Yud brings v'osru lirchos yadav b'melach. And then so far we didn't see the word not in the Tur, not in the Beis Yosef of soap. We saw melach. We saw shuman v'chelev. Fat. What about the soap? So here's the Ramos says. Also, look at the melach, the culture can be boiris, and how much more is koirin zaif, beloshen Ashkenaz. So the you cannot do it with the soap. The first time we see the word soap over here, the Ramo mentioned you cannot do it. Or b'shar chelev shnimach al yoda v'haven noilad. Okay, so far the Sefer, the Tur b'shem Sefer Atrumo, the Beis Yosef, the Ramo, they're all saying the same thing. Something that you're gonna apply to your body, to your hands, and rub it, and it's gonna become from a solid to liquidish. Yeah, it's noilad. It's also it looks like so far it's only isur. The Rabbanon, noilad. Again, it's not chasom zalzel beisurim. I'm just gonna see soon what nafkamina over here. It's the rice of the Rabbanon. Memela, it's osur mid Rabbanon because it's noilad. So it's a hard soap according to all of them. Would be also to use on Shabbos v'Yom Tov because it's an isur of noilad. Now comes the Ramah and over in Shin Chof and the Ramah says like this: Ubeshilte geborim kosam. The yesh matirim. Some saying you're allowed to use a hard soap on Shabbos v'Yom Tov. Why? What's the origin of? We know that it's a problem. But you mentioned snow. That was the origin. It says that avge beborad v'sheleg. The isur v'chacham told is not allowed to take hail or snow and to rub it and to squish it, make it convert it to liquid. Why? Shoimdim lemashkin. According to Shulta Gibim, the way you understood the Gemara, why are you not allowed to squeeze a hail or snow, convert it to a liquid? Because since it's oimad lemashke, meaning it's made to convert it to water, the mele it's look like schita. Schita is squeezing like you cannot squeeze a grape. But it was a food, and you're converting it into liquid, to wine. It's also same thing. Snow looked like it. We'll compare it to that. So it's also mitzad not noilan, mitzad schita. But that's not shayach by a soap. Soap is not oimed to become liquidish. Otherwise, we use the soap just to clean, smear it and to clean it. So it's not shayach over there. The isur of schita again. It's all this isur drabonon so far. That's why the shilta gives him it's mutter. And the Bar Hater, he brings the shilta giborim. Then he adds, he says. I'm bringing from the Bayer Hater. He says, "Shetzidet gamken lehotir." He says that it should be okay. V'chosav then limchas biyad oisim ken. If somebody wants to be machmer, he sees somebody else using on Shabbos a hard soap. He says, "En limchas, don't rebuke them." Kafachayim brings bunch of more poskim that they're matiret. Now, so again, so far I'm going to say like this: that according to the Osrim, which is Sefer Tur b'shem Sefer Atruma, the Beis Yosef, the Ramah, it would be all osur mitzad noilad. And the Mogen Avram brings to the Shiltei HaGiborim. No, it's not a problem at all. The noilat by snow because it's made to become waterish. It's like it was a food and you like by the grape and you're converting it to a wine and misham mitzat schita and it's not shayach by the soap. So Shiltei HaGiborim is matiret. Like we said, and Ginas V'rodim also matiret. Now, if we look in the Mishnah Berurah, he brings a whole new another problem with that with using a hard soap. The Mishnah Berurah says like this. Vayen b'sefer Tiferes Yisrael. Shekosav the beboides shalonu sheirako, the soap we have that's soft. Lukula alma osur mishum memachek. Okay, well, it's not talking about the soap we have now. The real looks like there was a soap was a more softer type, or maybe more flexible, not so hard like a stone. He said this would be also mishum memachek. By the way, memachek already. It's from one of the Lama Testament Lochas. It's memachek. Originally, the memachek was to rub and to smooth the skin of the animal, but that's extended to other inyanim. Some with the right, some with rabbanon. So it says also mishum memachek. U'mke'en ma de'isel inyan shayva. The Gemara in Shabbos talks about wax. You're not allowed to take a wax and rub it on the barrel of a wine to seal, let's say, a hole over there, because it's called memachek. Then he said like this. V'chen the Mishnah Berurah brings. V'chen motzad b'sefer divrei menachem b'shem meiser rokeach. Hu memareach u'memachek v'hu ov melocha u'psik reisha. He says v'hu poshut v'yesh lahazir rom al zemot al kan l'shoina. According to him, according to the sefer meiser rokeach, it's mamash isu de raisa, because it's memachek. You it's like by wax you rubbing it, and it's called memachek because also by when you take the wax and you put it on the barrel, it's like the same idea. It's smoothing the skin. You smoothing the wax on the barrel, using it as memachek. The mele the soap is comparing it to that. The mele will be, he says osur. Now, and then if you look, the Mishnah Berurah also sends you to Siman Shin Yud Dalet. He speaks about it also. It says over there in Shulchan Aruch, osur liten Shin Yud Dalet Loch Yud Aleph. Osur liten shayva or shemen of benekev achobis l'sosmoy. That's from the Gemara Shabbos. Soon I'm going to bring it inside the Gemara. You're not allowed to apply wax or fat. Something not liquid fat, solid fat on the barrel to seal the holes. Yeah. Now, if you look at the Gemara, what the Gemara talks about this business of mareach originally, here is a Mishnah in Shabbos Dafkuf Memvov. Vim hoysa nekuva talks about the barrel. It has a hole in it. Lo yitan alei shayva. Don't put it in the wax. It's called.
Mimrach.
No, it's memareach. Mimrach. It's the memareach. It's you are rubbing it, and it's like we said. It's like memachek of the skin of the animal. Now the Gemara in the next page says mishcha. That's about the wax. What happens if you have a fat? Again, we're talking about not liquid fat, a solid fat. Are you allowed to go on your barrel if there's a hole over there and to smear it on it? Rav Osar v'Shmuel Shorei. Now. Why Rav Osar? The Gemara says, Man the Osar, whoever said that's also, which is Rav Gazrin and Mishum Shaiva. Because we're saying it's by fat, it's not Shaykh Mareach. But it's a Gezeira, if you're going to do the fat, someone else is going to do it with the wax. Uman the Shoret, which is Shmuel, look, it's no Gezeira. So if you look over there clearly, by normal, why by wax, it's Mareach, it's smearing, and why by fat is not smearing. L'kul alma, just if the child would do gezeira, if we're saying that should be osur. So because the wax is made for it, the wax made for that. Sometimes you could smear it on something to smooth it or to seal something. Fat is not made for it. Elamai, since the fat looks like a wax, you're saying don't do it because someone else made a mistake. Now, according to this, if we go with this logic, the whole fat bichlal, it's not mitzad atzma, it's very mutter. Elamai, it's gezeira. So first of all, Chazal, we don't make new gezerah. Chazal didn't make gezerah that the soap, it should be osur mitzad memareach because somebody might make a mistake with the wax. Other nish. We could argue about it. That's why Lamaisa to say it's osur midaraisa mitzad memareach, it's problematic. That's another raya. I have a strong raya for it. How come all these poskim, the Tur, the Sefer HaTruma, the Beis Yosef, the Ramo didn't mention memachek? They spoke about this, that you're not allowed to mitzad noilad, midrabon. Why didn't say mamachek if it would be also? Mashma, they don't hold it's mamachek only by wax or by oil mitzad gezerah, by fat mitzad gezerah. But anything else, soap, anything else, it's not shayach. And especially they talk about over there a soft soap that looks like a wax. This is not even a soft soap. So Lamai says like this. We have over here two extreme opinions. Lagabe, practically speaking, Lagabe using soap on Shabbos. There are, like Rav Ovadia Yosef, is matter bechlal to use hard soap, relying on shiltei giborim. It's not even shaykh noilad over there, and like
and you know why?
Like the Bayer Hater brought from Sefer Ginas Verodim. If you see somebody doing it and limchas biyodom, yesh lam al mashi yismoichu. Like I said, Kafacham brings more poskim that the matir that, and all the Gdoila poskim like the Tur, the Beis Yosef, the Ramo, the Asad mitzad noilad. So you should not do this. I mean, isur drabanan, and those which is going even further. I tell you who's the most machmir. Rav Moshe Feinstein. He says even the liquid soap, he says, don't use it unless you mix it with more water, make it before Shabbos, more liquidish, because otherwise we shayl from Merech. That's already, to me, it's a very, very big chumrah, because even the soap itself, you could argue b'chal shayach memarech over there, especially if it's a liquid soap, what shayach over there, but that's his shit. I'm just telling you what they say. You could argue with all of them in different ways. According to the Ravai Dezer, b'chal you're allowed to use a solid soap, a hard soap. According to the Moshe, even a liquid soap, make sure before Shabbos become more liquidish. He says 1 to 8. But lemaise, the pashtus we see from the poskim, like I said, from the Tur, from the Bes Yosef, and from the Ramah. If it's a liquid soap, mashma b'chal, it's not a problem. If it's a solid soap, we should not do it because it's going to consider it to be a noilad.